Okay, so we are beginning our online international education fair and the webinar is about to start. I can see we have about 100 students. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope this is going to be a useful information when you're going to be attending till the end of the webinar. You will be able to learn about the scholarships, application fee waivers, the COVID-19 updates, and many more. So watch till the end and ask any question that you have. I hope it's going to be worth. Thanks.
Giving us this opportunity. I'm Ranjana Maitra. I'm the country head for University of New Haven, and I'll just few seconds to introduce myself. And the best part is that I'm an alum from the university. So I studied there 30 years back almost, when most of the students wouldn't have been born. Came back to India, had a very good corporate life in TCS and Wipro for 28 years in leadership positions, took a sabbatical, and when the president of the university asked me to, join, I happily did so, giving back something to my alma mater. So that's where I am. Good morning and thanks once again. So give you a brief background. The University of New Haven was founded on the Yale campus in 1920. We are celebrating the centennial this year, and it's a private co-ed university. It's located between New York and Boston in the shoreline city of West Haven. It's very diverse and vibrant, and it has about, at any time, 7,000 students from across the globe representing 67 nations. And can you see my next slide? Okay. And we have over 400 students from India at any given point of time. Over the past 15 years, under the leadership of President Stephen Kaplan, whom I greatly admire and respect, we have grown tremendously, both in enrollment as well as in the expansion of the university's West Haven campus through 3 campuses in Connecticut and 1 in Italy, of course. Italy is not something we are talking a lot about these days, but we hope the bad times will be over. It's very pretty, actually. We offer higher education in the fields of engineering, ranked very high among the top engineering colleges, School of Business, which is AACSB accredited, which is among the top 5% of the best business schools across the globe, School of Arts and Sciences, Criminal Justice and Forensic Sciences, and School of Health Sciences, which is CAMI accredited. If you can see, we have over 100 undergrad majors and 34 graduate programs. We have 21 STEM designated programs, which is something of a great draw to the Indian students. All qualified candidates are reviewed for scholarships and assistantships, and I'll talk about that a little later. We have the student to this 16:1, it's the student to faculty ratio. Just to let you see, I don't know if you're able to see, it's very well represented, because we are near the Gold Coast, where most of the Fortune 500 companies are located. So students greatly benefit of that when they're looking for CPT and OPT and placements after they finish their studies. I love this picture because this is like the new with the old. The one that you see on the top is Maxi Hall, which has been there for years, and this is like the landmark. When I see it, I am filled with nostalgia and poignancy. And when you see down, this is the Orange campus, which is acquired new. It represents the modernity, and it's the business. The School of Business is situated there. So I love the contrasting of the University of New Haven. Just to tell you a little bit of the national recognitions, as you know, there are 4,500 colleges and schools in the US, and, they're ranked mostly by different agencies. It's not like in India that is IITB is better than, IITD or something like that. So if you can see, we are accredited by the School of Business. Our engineering is one of the best. We are also, the Princeton Review has also accredited us. We have a very good career development center, and we are ranked 17th in the nation for best career services. So from the time a student comes in, and if he wants, he can avail of all the services that the center offers. And I was very glad when I met with them this time, last few times actually, the kind of services they're offering to the students, from helping you make your resume, to helping you means guiding you. They will not help you to make it, but they will guide you to do a proper resume. do mock interviews. We also, being on the Gold Coast, we have so many companies which we call for career fairs. So at the beginning of this semester, actually, before the COVID-19 happened, we had about 50 companies who had come in for the career fair. So we have a very high placement rate as well once they graduate. These are just a few of the companies that we have listed. We can't list all of them because it differs from the program to program in which the student is enrolled. I don't know, I'm having some problem. Okay, this is student facilities. I think that's very important. When you are in the US, you are away from home. You need a sort of you need to do a lot of comfort things as well. You need to be fit. You need to have a good gymnasium. You need to have good sports which you can participate in. You need a great cafeteria where different cuisine is offered. You need a good, well-stocked library. So all those things are very, very much present in the University of New Haven's campus, and the students really make use of that. Admission requirements for graduate students. We have waived off the application fee for all students for fall. We have a complete online application system. It's transcripts, English test, TOEFL, IELTS, PTE. We are also taking Duolingo right now because you can do it from the comfort of your homes. For the fall semester, we have waived off GRE and GMAT for business and engineering programs. So please make use of that, because that really helps students because you can't go out and give your GRE exams. 2 letters of recommendation, statement of purpose, and resume is strongly recommended. For the application deadline, we have different deadlines, but right now we will be taking applications right through, another 2 months or so. So because of the fluid situation that we are in. Hi, can someone go on mute, please? Thank you. And till now we haven't come out with a clear-cut policy what we are going to do for the fall students, but fall session will be on. Whether it's going to be online or on campus, we are working out the different modalities, but we are going to have a fall session. I just thought that I will make that very clear. These are the undergrad requirements. We don't need a SAT. And we need high school transcripts, a letter of recommendation, application fees waived, IELTS 6.5 or TOEFL 80, and SAT, of course, is not required. If you look at the graduate admissions fees that we have, it's pretty competitive compared that, we are on the East Coast, we are in, close to New York, and the kind of, program that you, come out with, the degree that you come out with, it's about, for a 30-credit master's degree, which will be all the engineering degrees, it will be about $29,100. It's $970 per credit. And if you can see the amount for I-20, you have to show this $31,630. But the living expenses, of course, varies because West Haven is not very expensive to live in, and we have seen students, sort of managing extremely well with about $600 a month. Undergrad, of course, undergrad is more expensive than grad, as you all know. So this is basically, the fees for an undergrad per year. Yes, scholarships and assistantships. I think this is very important because most students like to know what are the scholarships and assistantships available to them. We evaluate every candidate or every student that applies are reviewed for scholarships. But of course, once they submit a completed application, and it ranges from 10 to 50%, 50% of tuition award. So that's a very, very good amount, and there's so many students who get from 10 to 50% of the scholarship. And we look at it very holistically. It's just not your GRE or it's just not your TOEFL. It's completely the entire thing, from your GPA to if the GRE is applicable to your TOEFL or IELTS, or how your academic progression has been. Hi. Yeah, and we also have something called, a provost assistantship, which is awarded to outstanding students, which is 75% tuition award and 550 paid work hours per year. I would also like to add here that we have internships available and graduate assistantships, which we call, on-campus jobs. So even if someone has not gotten scholarship or he or she has been awarded a scholarship, once they come on campus, they're more than welcome to apply for the on-campus jobs that are available. And there are quite a few of them, and that takes care of some of your living expenses and also gives you an opportunity to gain some experience if you are, working in the department. These are the scholarship opportunities for undergrad. It's the Presidential Scholarship, Distinguished Scholar Awards, Charger Awards, and other awards that we have. I can't go over all the, degrees that we have. I just wanted to put it out for the College of Engineering. These are all STEM designated. And from India, we find the most number of students, if I rank it the way students apply for is computer science, data science. Then, we have biomedical engineering is also civil engineering, electrical, mechanical, industrial. So these are all the programs that come under the College of Engineering. It is headed by Ron Harichandra, who's a very distinguished academician from MIT. So College of Engineering is a sure winner for Indian students. College of Business, if you look at it, and I like that because I've done my MBA from there, we have a lot of STEM designated programs, data analytics, financial analytics, marketing and digital marketing. This is something which we just got STEM designated very recently. Sports management, this is also very popular. Accounting, finance, business analytics. So these are all the courses that you have in the College of Business. Henry Lee College, Forensic Science and Forensic Technology. It's headed by Dr. Henry C. Lee. He's very famous globally. You can type out his name in Google and you'll see, I think he's one of the pioneers in this field, and we are very proud to have him in, heading this institution for the College of Forensic and Criminal Justice. Health Sciences, this is also something very close to my heart because I was in life sciences in corporate before I joined back the University of New Haven. Public health, with all these things happening today, public health is a very, very good course to, do and is STEM designated. Healthcare administration is also something people want to, are aspiring to do. We have a very solid dean, Dr. Summer, who's very keen to, have great forays into the School of Health Sciences. College of Arts and Sciences, people who are interested in psychology, environmental sciences, cellular and molecular biology, these are the ones that are there. I don't want to get into too much details. I've been keeping a look on my timer, which says about 12 and a half minutes, so I think I've been good. These are the, you can ask me any questions. Can I just, okay. And I just wanted to keep my details out there so that if you want, you can, contact me and along with Study Metro, and I'll be happy to, answer your questions and send you any flyers or any, any information that I may not have been able to cover here, and would be happy to assist you on. Thank you once again, Study Metro.
So this brings us to the end of the webinar. I hope the information that you have gained today is going to be useful for you for making an application to the university. If you still have any question or any query about applying to the university, then you contact one of the Study Metro representative. Thank you so much again for joining this webinar. Have a good one.